box that says we're going to be going live with the broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Showcase TV, here for the live virtual signing for former WWE superstar Carlito. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. My name is Jay Hollywood here in the beautiful city of Warwick, Rhode Island. The man of the hour, no other than WWE superstar Carlito.
What's going on, man?
Not very much, Carlito.
I was going to hold for applause, but there's no applause. Empty room.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Carlito, thank you for coming on to Showcase TV here at SP Wrestling Live on Facebook and YouTube. We do our weekly shows here on SP Wrestling on YouTube every Wednesday night. Check us out, Showcase Pro Wrestling, Unplugged, 8 p.m., I'm sorry. But we are here for the man of the hour, Carlito. Carlito, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being part of our show. You make your Showcase debut tomorrow night against the man they call Vega. You got any words on that before we get started?
No, I've heard great things about Vega. I'm assuming he's a nice young man, right?
Yep.
I don't know, good talent, a future, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah, he's a former champ here in SPW.
Oh, there you go, he's a former champ.
Yeah, former champ. He fell short a couple weeks ago, but he's been on this rampage lately, and hopefully you're not a stepping stone in his path. But we're gonna get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have the virtual signing active now. You guys can leave a comment, like, notification. We have 3 excellent pictures here you guys can pick out of. We have the Carlito Intercontinental Championship right here. This is one of the options you guys can grab.
AKA Young Carlito.
Oh, Young Carlito, yeah, you can see it right here. Young Carlito. Then we have, I believe this was when you returned, right?
I returned, yeah.
Yeah, this is his return right here. This is another option as well.
Also, AKA Old Ass Carlito.
Oh, old ass Carlito, I guess. And then we have another one right here. He's killing up Shinsuke Nakamura right here. This is the last option right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please get on those comments and start telling what you want. And, Carlito, as we wait for people to get on here and watch, we want to know. Showcase fans want to know, how did you get into the business and a little bit about your family background?
Well, just like that, it's a family business.
Yeah.
My dad, it's Carlos Colon, big famous Puerto Rican wrestler. He had a promotion down in Puerto Rico. I started, working for that promotion in different capacities, in the canteen, selling beer, putting up the ring, being a cameraman, and the next gradual step was to become a wrestler.
Yeah, so you definitely paid your dues there, and you have an excellent career, and you're still continuing on as we see here. You're doing your own thing independently, but you had a really good time in the WWE. I mean, you was the Intercontinental Champion. You was the first unified tag team champion. How's it feel to finally, at that point, to reach that goal and become a champion?
It was great, especially the unified tag team, because it was my brother.
Yeah.
It was at a WrestleMania. I don't know what especially if you're in this business and you're best brothers, that's
it's a big
compliment. Bigger than that,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I think we got a few comments in here. Sorry about that one. I'm calling right now. Busy man. All right, so we got a few comments in here. Let's see what people are looking at. I'm gonna actually pop up some of the payment information as we speak right now, so you fans can actually check it out. You guys can pay on Cash App and Venmo. Also, we're gonna have PayPal as well as a payment option. Please check it out. And also subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube. Follow us on all platforms of social media at SP Wrestling. A little bit about tomorrow. We have another big matchup outside of Carlito and the man they call Vega. We will have Loser Leaves Showcase. We have the All Paul Holloway going one-on-one with his former tag team partner, the flawless one, Nick Diamond. And that's going to be live tomorrow, 7:07 bell time, Franklin Elks Lodge in Franklin, Massachusetts. Can you wait for this? This is going to be a big night. Can't wait.
It's going to be big.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I'm excited for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be adding these payments information up right now as we speak. I'm going to be popping it up. Please keep sending in those comments and those requests. Remember, we have the young Carlito Intercontinental Championship belt. This looks really nice right here. This is the old school. This is probably one of my favorite Intercontinental Championships. The new one looks pretty decent. This is probably one of my favorite ones. This is one of the options right here. This one's probably going to sell out. Then we have Carlito's words. He has old ass Carlito, but the return to WWE. This is the second option. And also an action shot right here. Poor Shinsuke. I like his theme music, but not a good night for him. But here, right here is the third option. There's a lot of people in here saying hello. Got Nicholas Nathaniel in here saying hello to everybody. There it is. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let me add, there it is. Let's see.
All this technology, I understand.
Yeah, this is the hassle. I'm gonna pop up
the world.
There it is, the Cash App information right there at Showcase Pro Wrestling. That was a $sign at Showcase Pro Wrestling on Cash App. Please, if you're gonna use Cash App, this is the link right here. Also, we're gonna have Venmo. I'm gonna add that right now as well. This is the Venmo information at SP Wrestling. Venmo right now, balance $0, but hopefully it goes up once we get a couple signings right here. Like we talked about earlier, going against the man they call Vega. Here it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Carlito versus the man they call Vega. Tomorrow night, Franklin, Massachusetts.
Oscar, Felicia, I think she wanted a photo.
Okay, let's check it out.
Which one though?
Yep, let's see. Felicia. My son and I are gonna cheer you on. Ladies and gentlemen, also we're gonna have personal autographs at $20. If you guys want to send in anything, please contact us on Facebook or via email, showcaseprowrestling@gmail.com. Let's see.
Yeah, does the lady want a photo? She said she liked the young Carlito photo. Ask.
Felicia, is it Felicia?
She's still out there.
All right, Felicia, if you're still out there, see if you was interested in some photos. You want to send another comment out. Let me know what option you want or not.
Wants a photo. No personalize it. Decide.
We're getting some people in here. So keep getting more people in there. Carlito, I mean, you talked about WrestleMania a little bit. You know, can you please let the people know, like, how's it feel, you know, walking out that curtain? You know, it's everybody's dream, you know, becoming a professional wrestler is to work at WrestleMania. You know, can you give those people that insight of, you know, just scream right when you walk out the
Yeah,
curtain.
man, there's nothing like it, man. Just seeing a live audience, the biggest stage of it all, as they call it. I don't know. It's I guess the only experience like a football player going out of the Super Bowl, or
definitely
NBA player at the finals, or baseball in the World Series, or the Stanley.
It's like one of the biggest roles you could possibly get.
Yeah.
I'm in the football world. I coach football, and I know how it feels when you come out on that big stage, and you got to perform in front of all those people. A lot of people wish can even get to that point in their life, whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to experience that. Let's see, Scott Rice. Shout out Scott Rice, leaving a comment. We got about 14 in here. Ladies and gentlemen, please, when you get on here, leave a comment and pick one of these beautiful photos we have here of this former WWE superstar Carlito. Remember, we have 3 great options. We have the young Carlito, Intercontinental Champion. We have the old Carlito, the return to WWE, and a perfect action shot. He's killing Shinsuke Nakamura right here. This is a great opportunity to get a nice signature and a nice picture. At SP Wrestling on Facebook. Please get on, send a comment, send an email, send a message, and you'll get it right to you. Also, again, here is the payment information. We have Cash App, $ Showcase Pro Wrestling. Make sure on Cash App. And we have Venmo at SP Wrestling. Please check it out. Send in your payment to get a beautiful picture of Carlito. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier tonight, we're going to have live in Franklin Elks Lodge, 1077 Pond Street, Franklin, Massachusetts, Showcase Pro Wrestling.
Hey,
we got
Hollywood.
We have the boss here.
What's going on?
Pleasure. Mr. Hollywood, I thought I would jump on.
Yeah, you get in this
I thought you were going to start talking football because you were starting to get excited for a second.
half practice in the AM. So
That's fine. I just thought I would pop in.
Yeah.
We know Carlito flew in. We do thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We know last time we had slight issues with the New England weather with the snowstorm.
I got canceled like 3 or 4 times, I think.
Yes. So we do appreciate your commitment to come that day. Carlito was ready, even though New England wasn't.
Right.
So it was kind of good. So you were talking a little bit about WrestleMania. My question: everyone's buzzing right now about Cody coming back. What about Carlito really coming back? You had a little run. What, about a year and a half ago?
The last Royal Rumble, not this one, the one before. Yeah.
Yeah, we were excited.
We
were excited.
I'm glad people were excited.
I'm
glad people were excited. I'm glad people remembered. It was fun, man. It was fun to come back for a night or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on that, would you want to go back? I mean, you've been on. I hate to say you're on the Indies, but you're an independent contractor
For the last 12 years now, yeah.
And it sounds like you make and take what you want.
Independent scene, yeah. I'm open to whatever, man. I just, if not, then keep doing my thing. But yeah, I'm always got my ears, always willing to listen to something. But who knows?
Now, we have a mixture of people. We got super fans, we got fans, we got young guys coming to business.
Mm.
You came in, you were saying that you broke into the family, doing it the old-fashioned way. Ring crew, setting up, flying.
Mm-hmm.
What about now? I mean, we run our organization like that. A lot of guys they're like, hey, I'm not sure if I have to pay my dues. What do you have to say about that? About what is the pecking order? What people think and what the reality is between loading your dues and just getting your dues.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, it's easy. You know, the times. I don't like to be one of those old guys that complain about stuff. I mean, you know, times have changed. I don't think things are different now. I always thought it was good just to do all things, just to know every side of the business. You know what I mean? And then you can, it just gives you a better understanding of how everything works. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it's a whole paid. I don't know if people pay their dues anymore. If it's actually necessary. Like I said, the times change, so I'm not gonna judge everybody by or say that our the way we came in was the best way, because it doesn't work for everybody the same way.
What about match progression? Like how I feel a lot of times the wrestling business now is like first year or so you're trying to figure stuff out, trying to learn how to protect yourself, taking the bumps, literally learn the ropes. And then it starts progressing, and then there's this period where maybe psychology starts coming in, and some of these trainings start to fizzles out, but some guys they step it up. When do you feel that guys kind of not get it, but it goes to that next level?
I think around the 5-6 year mark is when you can start to everything can start to click. But even it's consistent. 5 to 6 years. I let some guys sometimes how many years have you worked? Well, I've been working for like 10 years. So how many matches do you have? 8. Well, yeah, I've been working for 10 years. For 10 years. I mean, if you work consistently, but 5 or 6 years that's not doesn't mean you get. That means everything starts to come together. Yeah.
So ironically, it seems like nowadays people are quitting around 5-6 years.
Right. Well,
that's
exactly that's what maybe they get frustrated, but that's because you think you dedicate something for 5-6 years, you think
make it.
Yeah, or you're at least you're not a master of it, but you know it pretty well. But you realize you're just opening a whole new layer at that time. So yeah, it takes a minute to really start to understand and get everything.
So let me ask you a question when it comes. I always tell people, if you never thought of quitting, you're not doing it right. We all thought of quitting. Was that? You ever thought of quitting, or?
I think about quitting every day. I think about quitting, but still years after. But yeah, I'm assuming sometimes you can get frustrated with it, but you just gotta if you love it, you gotta
it's mentally tough. You gotta be mentally tough.
So learn from that day and continue.
Exactly. Don't let the lows get too low, and don't let the highs get too high. Don't get full of yourself either. Remember what this business is.
Yeah, Kevin.
There you go.
That's number 2 for me.
Now, out of the 3 photos that we have, is there one that you like, as in more cherished from either a time period?
I don't even remember that the young Carlito one. That was fun working with Nakamura. And then that part, I don't know, I'm just standing around at some point. I don't know when they took that one. But just they're both I'd say the older ones, because it was going back after all these years. It was weird, the first half an hour felt weird. Hadn't been there so long. I'd been over a decade, but after about half an hour, seeing some of the guys that had been there before, seeing a lot of people backstage that had been there even before I was there. It just felt it felt like I hadn't missed a day. It was weird.
Okay, Hollywood.
So
now, Khalid, this is supposed to be the voice of SBW. This is the guy.
The voice, okay.
The voice what is the voice? Because he's our production guy. He does all the great everything we saw up here is graphic wise. For the event tomorrow, it's all him.
I see where
he does unplug. He's the host right there. It's really good, but he tries to hide behind the camera. And today, you got literally put on the hot seat.
Yeah. TJ Alvin, my partner, TJ Alvin,
guy
called out last second.
TJ called out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him a call. And Rambo Golfer, the notorious Rambo Golfer, he bailed out. He became a wrestler. So, he's doing good.
We don't have to go that far.
Yeah.
We don't have to go that far.
But he's doing good. You talk about Rambo, he's 10-0 right now. He's looking good.
He's had some, and my question is, maybe if Vega, can't make it tomorrow, maybe Rambo will sit in. Carlito's a guy of opportunity.
I might become a wrestler.
No, you won't.
No.
I've known you over 20 years, and when you were this little, you had a potential to be a
Yeah,
wrestler.
all right.
And then you realize from all the travel that your uncle was doing up and down the Indies, that it's a little bit too tough.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it is what it is. We're at this
But
point.
on the other hand, if Carlito, are you going in and out of Puerto Rico now? Are you working down there?
I haven't been down like over 2 years, maybe, just because everything keeps getting canceled because of COVID. I'm hoping to go down in May for the first time. Yeah, like I said, first time over like 2 years. So I'm hoping that that shall happen. I feel confident though this time, so we'll see. Yeah, I'd love to get back down together.
What's the difference between, like, I know I used to watch old Puerto Rican style wrestling, Caribbean, you see Carlos Colon. I mean, Vega loved, I mean, that's what he grew up on.
Mm.
You know, little chubby kid in New Jersey.
Mm.
So is the passion still there? Or kind of like, did it change over the years from?
It's changed over the years, but it's basically the same. You know, it's a very passionate crowd. You know, they like the good guys. They like the bad guys. They like they like to choose a side, and they get behind their guys. And you know, yeah, they just like to see guys fight. They appreciate the prettiness and the moves, but they just they just want to see the bad guy get beat up by the good guy.
So they like the line. You're the good or you're bad. There's no gray.
Yeah, so, some fans, but for the most part, it's they like they let that line divided. They like to know who's the bad guy, who's the good guy.
Jay Hollywood.
Yeah, I have a question. So, I mean, you're living in Texas now. I mean, what is the scene out there in the pro wrestling world, especially in the indie scene? Is it
In Texas, I don't know. I don't work there. It's weird. It's weird. There's all kind of promotions, and nobody in Texas calls me. I'm always flying somewhere every weekend. I'd love to just be able to drive for once. It was great, like for Mania, I drove up to Dallas. Yeah, so it was great. So so I'd like to work more in Texas. And I heard it's a wonderful wrestling scene, but nobody in Texas calls me. I don't know.
Well, do you think with that? Do people think you're flying out somewhere different, or?
I don't know. I don't know if they know if I'm in Texas or not. I don't know.
All right, so maybe this could be this could be a break for the young kid. You can break into the independence of Texas. Yeah. Well, no, a lot of people don't know. I mean, like I know when we reached out originally, we never thought you come from Puerto Rico. It's like, no, it's
I think that's how people think. Yeah, people think I live in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I wish I could, but it wouldn't be feasible.
Well, is that
flying out of Puerto Rico?
Is that one of the reasons why you moved to Texas?
Yeah. Like Texas moved gets in the middle, so no matter where I go,
it's kind of right there.
Yeah, it's kind of right there. Exactly. I used to live in Miami, which I loved, but if I had to go to the West Coast, it was like a 5-6 hour flight. I'm like, I can't be doing that, man.
Yeah, I went down to Texas last year. Like Texas.
And you didn't hit Carlito? That was another family.
No, I'm sorry.
You got to take him off for dinner.
Yeah, I know. Next day, go get some Texas barbecue.
They got that over there.
Yeah, definitely. Barbecue over there. See how we're doing in the comments.
Fire up some questions. We got to fire up some autographs. Now, tomorrow, those 4 men, basically the New England area, we're at 1077 Pond Street. The Elks is a Veterans for Oil fundraiser. Basically, they raise funds for veterans early to put oil in the tank, especially with the high prices right now. So, which is awesome. So, if you are from Boston, Providence, Bridgeport, you're up from Maine, it doesn't matter. Make the drive. An hour and a half, 2 hours is not a big deal. It's a great cause. Carlito's going to be there. We will have anything we don't sell tonight. We will have these tomorrow. We also will be doing autograph signings. Hey, you want to bring stuff down and get signed? We'll figure out a deal for you. What about apples?
Apples? You want to sign some
apples for tomorrow?
I probably need an apple for tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we should grab some.
What the COVID restrictions are here, but yeah.
It's fine. He got vaccinated. He can spit in his face.
Yeah, he can spit on it.
Right there.
We'll back autograph apples.
Yeah, we'll autograph apples. It's fine.
That could possibly work.
Yeah.
So what about style-wise? Now, Vega, now I know you don't know a lot of him, which is understandable. He used to be a very good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Not anymore.
Well, he chose family that never calls him, never texts him, you know.
That's what it is at that point, right?
You know, it's bad family.
How's your right hand? Yeah.
My right hand's quiet. I mean, he does have a hard hit, man.
Okay.
I thought he was a little bit Samoan, but I know he's well 100% Puerto Rican.
Okay.
You know. Now, what about style? Do you have a preference in wrestling style?
Preference of wrestling style? trying to think. I like to mix it up. I like to do a little bit of the old school, a little new school. Some of the what do you call it? The technical stuff. But I stay away from the flying though. I don't do any flying. My younger days, I enjoy that. Now I try to stay on the ground. But I think I do stay on the ground. I don't get too high now.
He never flew.
Never flew?
No.
He's
All
smart.
ground
He's a
guy.
smart man.
No, I used to say I go off the top of every 5 years and about 15 years behind right
We should
now.
show the fans, boss. We should show the fans
No,
a nice picture. I'm telling you, get a nice
Was
picture.
it like a 1997?
Yeah, maybe I could probably scratch something out.
No. It's funny. If you want to go down my story on that one, I literally got 50 of them, right? Perfect photos, my best photos ever.
Tim
Right.
wants to know what's his favorite.
I still probably have 41 left. And I'm coming up. Hey, I hate to break the news here, but I'm going on my 25th year.
Yeah.
You know? I think we made the celebration. Maybe we can bring Carlito back for the celebration in May.
25th year.
25th year. You know?
I'm 25. You've been
I
doing this
know,
since I was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you used to come to the events like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
you were cute back
We got a guy here in the comment. He has a question for Carlito. Carlito, what is your favorite submission move? We have Tim on here on Facebook. See if he buys a photo.
My
But
favorite submission.
favorite submission.
That's a good question. Probably figure four, probably.
Figure four. There you go, Tim. Figure four law. This is Carlito's favorite submission move. Hopefully puts the man they call Vega in it tomorrow. I mean, you had your
No, that's
share
what
of
I
diff-
feel like. You want to go down the road, your favorite submission, right? Do you wrestle Flair in WWE? Or?
Yeah, wrestled him a couple times. Wrestled with him, wrestled against him. Yeah.
Because weren't you supposed to have a program on one of WrestleManias and something happened or the match got bumped? Or?
It's not like we got bumped with like the pre-show or something. It was Nature Boy and I against Hurricane and Chavo, I think. Yeah, it was in a lumberjack, I think, match or something like that. Yeah.
And your dad wrestled Flair.
And that was again, but I lived there a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially down in Puerto Rico.
Is that kind of weird, or what do you think was weird?
No, I think it's kind of
weird
cool.
for
I
him?
think it's kind of cool. You get to wrestle somebody that your dad had wrestled before,
Yeah.
and that I'd known Ric Flair too before that, all those years. So that was pretty cool.
Did you ever wrestle Rick's son before he passed, or when he was coming up? Or?
No, I met both the other sons, and Charlotte before Charlotte even got in business with her. But yeah, no, I don't know. I never wrestled any of those guys.
I mean, if there's one person, I mean, even if you worked them or did not work them, what's one person that, this is your last match you could ever have, who would be? Who do you think?
Who would I want to work my last match?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. My last, I don't know. The only one I think that didn't get to wrestle was Macho Man. I thought would have been, I think pretty much everybody else was able to wrestle. So Macho Man's probably the only guy that, yeah.
Cool. Well, we have another question here on the comments from Aiden. He says, what did it feel like, your expression of beating John Cena on your first match in WWE? What was the moment?
A long time ago. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. No pun intended. To come in there and beat the guy that you knew was gonna be the leader of the company. Yeah, it was cool, and also felt a lot of responsibility after that. But it got cut short, I think, because then like a week later, somebody injured my shoulder or something.
Yeah. So
that kind of put a damper on things, but still, it was a nice experience.
Cool. But I think we're getting some people in here, a lot of questions, but.
They can have questions, but they can start dropping that cash. If they don't start the cash, we're giving the sign. We're giving the sign to go home. But for those, remember, tickets for online for tomorrow night is shut off. So there's no online tickets available.
I'll update that.
Right.
I posted it. Well,
no, that's good. So if you can go to the website, they can't get it, but they can get it the old-fashioned way.
At the door.
And the only reason we do that is just so we can make sure that all the tickets are properly processed. When you go to the door, usually my wife Kathy's at the door. She's the one actually checking off to make sure you're coming in. We do an express, so if you did buy online tickets, you are going to get in a little bit quicker. And then everybody who comes in paying the old-fashioned way, you're there to see wrestling. You're not there to stand in line and see the other people.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big show. I mean, I have a question for you. I know it's a little off topic, but we have the loser of the showcase match.
Which
The
is
All
more
Pro
than fun.
Holloway and the flawless one, Nick Diamond. I mean, do you have any ideas or thoughts?
Yeah, it's real easy. Someone's going to lose, someone's going to leave.
That's
Yeah.
plain and simple, huh?
It is what it is, and that's when it comes down to tag teams. It's some days they can go separate ways, other days they don't go so well. And I just looked at it this way. Yeah, I think somebody should have left. Somebody should either got their head shaved, we turned feathered. We could have called Uncle Corny. We could have got some good ideas from there. We could have Southern styled it. Yeah, but the idea is it is one in, one out. Some days that's what it comes down to. But
coming from Curtis.
There it is. That's it. It's going to be my first showcase pro wrestling event, and excited to sit front row, ringside. Thanks to you, Chris Blackheart.
well, no, I mean, it is like that. That is a nice hall. That fits. It's just about 300.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that those who we normally do open seating, because it's easier on the staff. But we thought on this event, because it is a fundraiser, special seating, basically 100 seats around, and then everybody else sits around.
Yep.
So, and that's why we do it. Normally it's open seating, but in this event,
Get there early. Make sure you get there. Like you said, tickets at the door.
yeah, no, it's nice things. They are doing full bar there. They're doing food. Everything goes back to the Elks, and I mean the Elks, like a lot of these volunteer organizations, they're understaffed, underpaid, and they give.
Yeah.
Give to the community. They give to local politicians. They give to little leagues, stuff like this. Give back. Even if you don't like wrestling, go to the show. Right? If you hate wrestling, go to the show. Just drop your money and then you can go home. All right? Drop your money, get 3 autographs from Carlito, and then you go home.
Yeah.
All right? That's fair, right?
When we talk about tag team wrestling, the losers, go home match. These guys they were a tag team. They were the former tag team champions. Now they have these big differences, and now the losers going to get kicked out of showcase.
No one's getting kicked out.
They got to leave.
They who?
The loser got to go.
No, they made the stipulation. It's not mine.
Oh, okay.
If somebody wants to change it before the match, and we make the announcement, I'm more than fine with that. They're both good talent, homegrown talent.
Yeah, they are.
But one in, one out.
Yeah.
I mean, see if they stayed together, right? I heard that Carlito has a tag team partner.
Oh, they were tagged, and now they're
separate. And
They're
my
separate.
question was, you in the tag team scene. I mean, you tag each brother, like you said. Do you think it's a different chemistry when you're family and where you're teaming up and you have a mutual respect for your other partner?
not necessarily family. Just when you have a close bond with somebody, it's a different than just tagging with somebody randomly or just somebody that you don't click with. A lot of times too, it's just you guys, don't click as a tag. But sometimes they don't have to be family. You can have the same connection, without them even saying stuff. They already know what you're thinking.
Now, you made some comments regarding your age, right?
Mhm.
When did you actually start? Well,
Pardon?
when was your first match?
My first match was 99.
So now you're
November of 99, maybe?
about 23 years.
Yeah, about that.
All right, so you're not a new guy. You've been around for a while.
Around a minute.
What about, would you start tagging, or is it something that you would entertain if you had the right partner? Or
Yeah, as long as they don't cut into my share of my pay, I'm willing to tag with somebody. As long as it doesn't mess up the economics.
Yeah.
I'd
That
be
makes
willing
sense.
to.
Honest businessman.
Great. I mean, we got a few people in here now. Few people. Let's
Roger
check it out.
Preston says hi. I'll see you tomorrow.
There it is. Roger says hello.
Deborah Emerald.
Yeah. Deborah says hello. Let's see what we got
Katie
here.
Jones.
Katie Jones. Yep. Let's see. This is awesome. Fun for the kids. Love it. Bye, Carlito. I'll see you tomorrow. We got a lot of people. Oh, there it is. We have Nicole Matala. Right? She has a big match tomorrow against Evie Della Rosa. Sorry. She'll be in there tomorrow. She's in here in the live. Hey, see you guys tomorrow. Chris Blackheart, we got some people in here now.
I don't hear ching.
Yeah.
Guys
All right, so those, let's show the pictures one more time for them. There you go. One of them nice for you. Actually, that was a good shot. That's not a good shot away.
Not bad shot, man.
Yeah.
Do the mojón esa.
Then, as we know, it's a young Carlito. old Carlito.
And this is all going to be available tomorrow.
Yeah, they will be available tomorrow. Again, this is something we tried. Carlito was, you know, he came in early. We thought, hey, why don't we try something? Why don't we maximize your time? See if we can get something out of it. Something new for us.
Yep.
You know, that's why we were slightly delayed.
Carrasquillo from Providence.
But, you know, the good part is we got it going.
Say
Carlito,
hello.
awesome guest, you know. And, yeah, anyone, and we were kidding about booking in Texas. If you want to book Carlito, reach out to him. Professional, courteous, on
How
time,
much other pictures?
great,
21.
great communication.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be honest, it doesn't always happen.
Oh no, I know
It
that.
doesn't
I know
always
that.
happen.
That's why I
And,
never.
and I'm sure you have horror stories with promoters, and you know,
Well, yeah, just my dad being a promoter and dealing with other friends and even my brother and cousin who got into the promoting side of it. I've seen all that. That's why I always stayed away from it. I'd always just I'd rather be the talent than deal with you guys deal with.
I always tell people it's legalized gambling because you can do everything wrong and win, do everything right and lose. You can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you really can't. And you know, I evolved from wrestler, saw an opportunity, started doing promoting. I won't say by accident. We just kind of fell into it. You know, 10, 12 years in the business, and you know, you have Dak right test. It's hard to wrestle and run a show. So I kind of, phased out of it now. You know, in my later 40s, you know, shouldn't be in the ring half the time anyway. You know, certain ages. Plus, you got to focus on the business or the wrestling.
Right.
You know, as we saw at WrestleMania with Vince.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
You know, great business mind, but at 76, yeah.
Well, he wasn't even good at 36, poor guy.
No,
but
but
Well, we have a question here. How much is the picture? The pictures is $20. Each of them, or 3 different options. 20. We can get it personalized. You know, your name. He'll sign it. He loves you. He hates you. Whatever you want. Be cool, not cool. He'll put it on the picture. Whatever you want. $20, and also they'll be available tomorrow at the show.
And on that, figure anyone who does purchase them online, figure we did put the email address up there is promoter@showcasewrestling.com or messenger on messenger@SP Wrestling. Send us your address after you send the payment, and then we'll confirm that we're sending it out to you.
Yes.
All right, so what do we got for time? What time is it?
We are
It's 8:56.
8:56.
About 5 minutes out.
Yeah, let's do about 5 minutes and we're wrapping up.
Let's talk a little bit. We got 5 minutes. He's here. We'll talk a little bit about tomorrow's card, and then we know, Carlito's going against the man they call Vega. We have the All Paul Holloway, Nick Diamond.
Yeah.
We're also going to have, you don't think this guy's going to be cool, but the educated Christopher Spratt goes one-on-one with the undefeated, notorious Randall Godfrey. I mean, what is your thoughts on that one?
I don't know. That's the match.
Yes,
I don't think it is. I looked down the match card last night. That's not the match.
Yeah, no, that's the match. I think you messed up. I got a
No,
call.
no.
I got a call.
Yeah,
I got a call from
okay,
Cena Senior.
I'm gonna. Oh, don't tell me about John Cena.
Yeah,
Senior.
that's what I got.
Someone who's not really returning any phone calls, John. Remember that message you gave about 3 weeks ago?
Well, Mr. Cena gave me a call and sent me an email.
No, I know.
Made some little changes, but
I'll check it. But if
yes.
it is, I actually like the educator.
do you?
I do.
Oh.
Do. One, because he's educated.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it was last, man.
He's entertaining. He aggravates people so well out there, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? I kind of like we were talking about before with the good guys and the bad guys. He's not afraid for people to dislike him. I have no problem with that.
Well, you seen him at the Gala for Go at March Reverse
Yeah.
15. He just lapped the whole time.
Which
All
is
the
fine.
guys are in there eliminated. Then he got caught up and then he got eliminated.
And Rambo, good kid, young kid. If he was smart, and I did tell him this, I said, when you do see Carlito, after you shake his hand properly and introduce yourself, you may want to talk to him about maybe watching your match.
Yep.
You talk to him after, and you grab a seat, and you go to the curtain, and you watch when he goes out there and out wrestles and Don Davis.
Oh, okay. Well, just see. I mean, that's going to be a good one, I think.
No, but
It's gonna be-
I think Rambo should do that.
Yeah, no.
Rambo should have
definitely
been down here. He's the one who should have went to the airport.
Yeah.
He's the one who should have ran down from room service.
Yeah.
He's the one who should be driving to the gym tomorrow. He's the one that should be picking up the apples and shining the apples.
Well,
So if you're Rambo, we know you're online watching it. This is what you should have done. Let's find what you do tomorrow.
let's talk about another match.
By the way, He's a good prospect.
Yeah, great prospect. Great. He's undefeated. I believe he's at a 10, 11-0 right now. He is start off on a good foot.
We all know when it comes down to streaks. And,
Yeah.
One guy won 137, 165. They kind of make up a stuff on Monday, Wednesday night after a while. So,
Well, you'll see Rainbow Godfrey in action. I mean, we have another big matchup. Wild Man Congo, the new Showcase Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion, goes against your buddy, Carlos Slavin. I mean, what do you think about that matchup? That matchup's going to be pretty big.
Was a matchup. Carlos just lost the title to Garland for the gold.
Yes.
And remember, Garland for the gold, anything can happen. Pinfall, submission over the top. Congo beat almost 30 people. He took the opportunity that night.
Yeah.
The great match between Bobby Ocean and Carlos. But he took the opportunity, and guess what? I don't think he's going to stop.
No, I think he's.
I've known Congo for over a decade, and he's been sleeping for a while.
Yeah.
Kind of quiet. Yes, COVID took a lot out of everybody, but he got better, meaner, and hungry. And he won the title. What was my anniversary? On the 18th?
On the 18th, March
Right.
18th.
Our first event was on April Fool's Day.
Yep.
Right? In between that, he had 2 title fences.
Yeah,
Right?
I believe he's in
And
Tennessee.
Canada.
Yep.
Canada
Canada.
and Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Carlos never did that. I told Carlos, I said, Carlos, if you can get booked anywhere, you can defend the title. So in that case, I'll make sure he lost the title before he came back. And that's not the point. But he did it and he won. Right?
Yeah.
So
He's definitely a champion of values. I mean,
no, I just want a good match. If Carlos wins, I at match anniversary, I wipe my hands after that because of the situation with Vega.
Yeah.
But the idea is Carlos, I like him a little bit more than I did yesterday, but I'm not sure I'm going to like him more tomorrow.
No.
All right? He's a good prospect that came up through the Showcase Wrestling Training Center, and guess what? He's making his own way. Whichever way it goes, it's all on him now.
Well, Rainbow Godfrey just got in here. He's talking about shining the apples. He's laughing at you.
Yeah,
Right
he good. You know what he's really doing? He got a new car, and he's really proud of it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I just don't know how apples in the tailpipe will look, but we'll find out tomorrow, Rambo,
Yeah.
which is more than 5.
And then we'll get into that closing point. I mean, this is your last opportunity, last call, right here. 3 options. Let's get it going. I think we're on the last countdown right here.
Nope, that's more than fine. I look this way: 1077 Pond Street. We'll open the door at 6:30 tomorrow.
Yep.
Carlito live.
Mhm.
He's a live event guy. He is 100%. It's not a virtual.
Yeah, virtual is just virtual.
No, virtual. But it's like I think I saw a couple of years ago you were wrestling for a friend of us, Mr. Blake. You had a match outside, and I could see the fire when you actually came down with your dad, right? And people were like, "Wow, it's Carlito." I'm like, "Hey, he looks fantastic. Looked like you weren't going all the way that day." And I'm looking at him like, "This guy wants to go." So that's one of the reasons why we, an opportunity came up to book you. And then at that time, in February, against my very good friend Don Vega, I'll be honest with you, I really wasn't pulling for you then, but I knew he could pull something out of you. But tomorrow, you have full permission to wrestle him, school him. And if you want to put a couple more knots on his head, that's more than fine. If you need the rules a little bit relaxed for you, that's more than fine. We'll get 2 referees, one to hold his right hand, the other his left hand, so you can pop them really good.
Well, hopefully you don't come out the back with those 2 big giants you've been coming out with.
That only happened once.
Yeah.
That only happened once.
We're gonna see it again. Hopefully.
That's more than fine.
Okay. Well, I think right now we are about to hit that mark.
That is fine.
We are about to close out, but Carlito, thank you again.
Thank you,
Showcase TV, Jay Hollywood, the boss, Chris Blackheart, and the superstar Carlito. Be live tomorrow at Franklin Elks in Franklin, Massachusetts. Do not miss out. Tickets are not available online anymore, but you can get them at the door. Please get those tickets. Come down and watch one of the best shows you're going to see in New England. See everybody tomorrow.